get on there. Don't let it crumble.
I'm going to make sure to scrape down the sides. Once you have perfectly blended the 2 cups of chocolate chips and the 2 packages of cream cheese and the can of sweetened condensed milk, we now do a very delicate procedure of mixing the instant coffee granules. You may use 3 to 6. We use 3.5 because we have discovered that that is the perfect amount for our coffee taste.
Necessary.
We get our mixing spoon. Make sure the water is hot. It has to be 1/4 of a cup of water. This water seems to have cooled down.
I think it's okay.
It should be. It is very strong and it might be a little syrupy, but it's perfect. You simply pour that into the cheesecake. And then you get 3 eggs and you lightly whisk them. You add these 3 eggs into the batter. Now, I am going to mix this just until it is creamy and just blended.
That is looking very good.
It is perfect.
And make sure, while you are applying the crust, that if you see any open spots, you need to fill them in, because that would be terrible if you miss a spot.
Now, look at how creamy and textury is. I just need you to record this. This perfect texture.
It looks perfect.
It is perfect.
Yes.
It is. We do not need these anymore.
Take this out.
Put this over here next to the sink, which might be a bad idea.
Do you think this crust would suffice?
That crust shall suffice.
I think it looks quite fine.
Now, we combine these 2 elements together to make the mocha truffle cheesecake.
The final product.
Yes.
Before we put it in the oven.
Now, look at this. You just might have some extra crust left, but that is okay. For the crust, why don't you explain the crust to us?
Be thick enough so that it will support the cheesecake, but not too thick, that it will take up too much of the cheesecake. That is very important.
Good point. That is why we have the extra leftovers.
Because you can, like, if you make too much, it's alright, but if you make too little, you're in a lot of trouble. So, if you have a kid that would like to eat that, I mean, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. It just has raw eggs in it.
It tastes wonderful.
They're not going to get salmonella.
Well, I was eating it, so, and I'm alright right now, so, it is alright.
Very true.
Just a little bit.
I can smell
it evenly.
I can smell it.
I can smell the goodness.
I can smell the deliciousness.
Right now.
Okay. We will put this over here with our dirty dishes.
Yes.
Just take a look at all these dirty dishes we have. This has made quite the mess.
I'm going to have a good time cleaning that up later.
Yes, we will.
Not.
Now, Chef Hoskins, why don't you go put that in the oven?
I will put this in the oven right now.
Make sure you follow him. Make sure you follow him to the oven.
Now, have we preheated the oven here, Jordan?
We have preheated the oven.
Really?
Yes.
It doesn't look like it's preheated.
It's preheated.
Alright, now we just put this in here.
Don't burn your face. It's scorching hot in there.
Oh, I'm sweating already. Okay.
Why don't you come back here? We need to
come
make the whipped topping.
The whipped topping.
We are going to need vanilla.
Vanilla.
We will need vanilla for this. We will definitely need vanilla.
How long are we cooking that for, Jordan?
Oh, we will be cooking that for 55 minutes.
55 minutes.
That is the perfect amount of time.
Perfect amount of time.
But right now, we need vanilla.
Let us get the vanilla.
While he is getting the vanilla, I will get out the bowl used to make the whipped topping. Hello.
Given.
Thank
Hello
you.
again, Jordan. No problem.
We put 1 cup of heavy whipping cream in the whipping bowl. We now need the blender.
Set it on the ground there for a little bit. It's okay. Okay. Let me situate here.
Sticky, there is, I know you must have some other talent besides cooking. Can you name one of your talents?
I enjoy
Breakdancing.
Yes.
Why don't you breakdance while I get some more whipping things?
Okay. One thing about Jordan is that he can be a liar sometimes. I am an awful dancer, to be completely honest with you. But, I can put the lid on this Crisco, because we don't want that to go bad. And look at that, he is back.
Hello. Why don't you put these in the blender?
I will put those in the blender. It's okay.
You don't want to put your fingers into that chipstick.
I was testing it,
You
Jordan.
don't want to put your fingers
Jordan,
in it.
everything is okay.
How about you whip this?
You want me to whip this?
Yes. Just look at his technique of whipping. Okay, that should be good.
It is looking quite whipped.
Okay. It's not done yet though. But you
Not
knew that.
done yet.
But you knew that.
I'm just saying the whipping cream,
Yes.
for sure.
We now add a 4th cup of sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. But we're chefs,
Well,
so
we're
we
chefs.
know what
we know what a
is.
teaspoon looks like.
Just
Wonderful.
kidding. Just kidding. There. Perfect. Now just watch as he
Whipped.
perfect.
Looking splendid.
I will
Okay.
now take this to the refrigerator. I will be back in 1 second. Taste this. We need to make sure it tastes okay.
Let's taste this really quick. It tastes splendid.
Perfect. Now, Sticky, I forgot to ask you this before. That's why I came back.
Okay.
Do you know what happens when you whip heavy whipping cream too much?
It gets disgusting,
Yes.
is what I would have to go with.
But what does it turn into? You are a chef. You should
Butter.
know this answer. It does turn into butter. That is why you do not whip it too long, but you also do not whip it too short.
Because then it will just be disgusting.
It will be disgusting.
Both ways.
Now, fortunately, Sticky here is an excellent air guitar player.
Yes.
So while I'm taking this to the refrigerator, he will be here to provide entertainment.
Okay. Any requests from the audience?
I request Freebird.
Okay. I'm gonna go straight to the guitar solo. Look, you're back.
Good job.
Okay.
Okay.
Super.
That is it for Splendid Eats today.
It has been a pleasure working with you once again.
Yes. We will later
Show you.
show you the finished product.
Yes.
But this will be in a different kitchen at a different house.
At a different time.
At a different time, in a different location.
Because it takes a very long time
Yes.
to make.
It might just, you
It's
know,
no control.
yes. So, we will be back. And, so thank you for joining us today. I am Chef Jordan Stoltzfus,
And I am Chef Nathaniel Hoskins.
and goodbye.
We could pretend it all the time. Can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside.